Sometimes when something is cheap, it doesn't always mean it's a bad thing. There's so many videos out there that show like the most expensive thing in their collection, whether that's records, video games, buttons. We're here to show you some cheap records that absolutely slap that you can add to your collection right now. All of these records are under $25.
I'd buy that for $1.
Let's get to it. The first one I pulled has been described as bummer punk, and frankly, I just can't argue with that. This is Dad Puncher's self-titled album. This is actually a project from the drummer of Touche Amore, and if you're into, let's say, Jawbreaker, Joyce Manor, or any of that like 2010-ish emo revival stuff, and I'm not talking like My Chemical Romance, Fall Out Boy emo, I'm talking like Sunny Day Real Estate type emo. This is definitely an album for you. It's a little rough around the edges, but truly a wonderful, wonderful record. And you can pick this up on Discogs right now for $11.
Dang.
I know. I'd highly recommend
$11. It's pretty sick. My first choice is All Get Out's debut album, The Season. If you like bands like Manchester Orchestra, The Deer Hunter, like that kind of vibe, then I think you should pick this up. They're really fun to listen to. My favorite track is probably The Season, which is the first song I've heard from them. It's very catchy. All of their songs are very, like the lyrics are great.
Kind of a post-hardcore, but more melodic vibe than anything else.
Big time, big time. You can get this on Discogs right now for $17.
That's a good deal.
Yeah, we found it in a record store for more than that.
Yeah.
So check out Discogs and get it for $17. It's a really good album.
This is easily one of the worst band names I've ever heard,
I disagree.
but an absolutely wonderful record. This is Hurdy-Gurdy's self-titled. If you're into like hard rock with a little bit of psychedelia sprinkled onto it, think like Cream, but more heavy on the psych side,
Okay.
you would love this record. Now, the production quality is indicative of the time, 1971, you know, it is what it is. Really good riffs. I don't think there's a bad song on this record. Right now, you can get it on Discogs for about $19. Now, that could go. I couldn't find it anywhere new. I picked this up at a record show last year, I think, and it is a regular spin in our household.
Yeah, look at that guy. He looks like a hurdy-gurdy. My next one I picked is a band called Diamond Youth. It's an EP of theirs called Orange. It is even catchier than the other one that I mentioned before. You know, I like the little catchy hooks and stuff. I think my favorite track on this one is Lola.
I remember when this record came out, I
Yeah.
was heavy into whatever Top Shelf was releasing, and I was absolutely blown away by this record. I fully agree. It is catchy. It's
Yeah.
got the right amount of punk and power pop influences, and makes a really fun record.
Yeah, and I was really shocked to see it in the clearance section at Lunchbox. I believe that's where we got it, yeah. And it has a sticker on it for $8, but you can get it on Discogs for like 10.
I want that one so bad.
That is such a good price for like this EP. It's such a good album.
This band, Hometown Heroes a little bit.
A little bit?
They're from my home area.
Okay, close enough.
This is Therefore I Am, The Sound of Human Lives. This was their first and only release. I remember growing up and going to shows in the New England area and being blown away by their presence, their music, everything like that. They broke up soon after they released this full length, but it is this perfect blend of like hardcore, a little bit of punk, but they have this ability to slow it down. And the themes they talk about at first, even as a teenager, didn't really resonate with me.
Yeah.
As I grew older, they started to kind of hit a little closer to home, and that's when I really fell in love with this album. Right now, you can get this on Discogs for $20.
Nice.
If you're into a little bit heavier music, definitely just head to Discogs, pick it up.
Yeah.
So this one I've never heard of. They're so obscure, I don't even think you've ever heard of it.
Shut up.
It should be number 1 on the list.
I agree. Have you been living under a rock?
God, no, because I do know about it.
Good.
Some indie band, right?
No, we're going to listen to it after this, sir.
Please don't make me.
The original motion picture soundtrack of the classic 1982 Annie. Cara Barnett, Tim Curry, come on.
It's like a post-hardcore thing, right?
Shut up. It's my favorite. I grew up watching Annie over and over and over. I can sing every song on this album, word for word.
You can get this.
you-
For how much, babe?
You can get this now for under $3
That's a low price. I know.
for the best soundtrack. For the best soundtrack. Sorry, it was great.
The best?
Yeah.
I don't know. Clearly, you haven't seen Air Bud. Let's get into a little hip hop. I don't claim to be the biggest hip hop fan, but when I hear something and I like it, I stick with it.
Yeah, me too.
This next album features one of my favorite artists, Aesop Rock, with Rob Sonic. This is Hail Mary Mallon's Are You Gonna Eat That? It's a very tongue-in-cheek type thing. It seems like they had a lot of fun making this album,
Yeah.
and it really comes out when you listen to it.
I like that.
Well, a lot of the hip-hop I listen to is very serious. I like sad boy hip-hop and like Jay-Z. That's about it. And this one shocked me when I first heard it.
Yeah.
Right now, you can actually still get this on Aesop Rock's website for $25.
Not bad.
If you're looking to save a little bit, but you should be supporting the artist,
Agreed.
you can get it on Discogs for $20. So take your pick, you know?
Pretty shocked to see this one for so cheap. It is the Queen of Jeans, the album Dig Yourself. I saw this band open up for Anthony Green in like 2017. Such a great band. They're almost better live than like studio albums. Like they're amazing. The guitar work, it's kind of like a dreamy pop, like, you know, all their lyrics are really relatable. It's about like heartbreak and jealousy and, you know, relationships and hardships, and it's just a great album.
This is your second pick from Top Shelf Records.
Nice. They have some good stuff for good prices.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy to me. I don't know. You Are My Guy is probably my favorite song on the album.
It's about me.
Yeah, it's about him. I made it. You can pick this up on Discogs right now, which I don't know if I've ever seen it in the wild. I don't remember where I got this one. Queen of Jeans, Dig It Yourself. But you can get it for right under $11 right now. $11 for a full length of these ladies that just rock.
So I've talked about stoner doom metal a few times on this channel, and of course you got the staples: Sleep, Bong Ripper, Weed Eater. You're getting the theme, right?
Yeah.
There's a little known band, at least in my opinion, that I think deserves way more recognition than they get. This band called Keef Mountain. It's this like fuzz-laden duo of just dudes that make probably some of the best stoner doom I've ever heard. One of my buddies was like, yeah, you should check out this band. Immediately fell in love. Right now, you can get this specific variant for $20. I think it's only out of 75 total copies.
Wow.
Stoner doom, baby.
Yeah. One of the members of the Local Natives has a solo project called Jaws of Love. This album was his first one that he made with his solo project called Tasha Sits Close to the Piano. Tasha is his dog. So sweet. It is just a piano-led album, you know, to where it's very emotional, very stripped down, and his voice is just wonderful. You can get this bad boy on Discogs for $9.50. $9.50.
Yeah, I got that.
That's just kind of shocking to me. So go and get it because it is so good.
What are some of the cheapest records in your collection that you think should be more expensive? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, and let us know what they are so we can go buy those cheap records.
My name is Matt.
I'm Stacy.
Y'all be easy. Have a good night.
Bye. So we're gonna go watch Annie now.
Thanks for watching. I don't want to watch Annie.
Too bad, we're gonna.
Maybe I'm a bad person.
Yeah.
I don't know.